Okay, so the Money Train, Woody Harrelson, um, and obviously Wesley Snipes, who I like very much. But you know, a lot of people see him as Blade, and just only Blade. I think this guy's got more dimensions than just Blade. I mean, I think he's great as Blade, but I think to see him as one thing doesn't really do him justice enough. I mean, obviously, I know some people think, well, a big role like that is something what defines them. But I disagree. I think there's so much to be seen for more than one thing. And I think that he does a good job, and I think that there's nothing really bad about like someone expanding on something like that. But obviously, for some years he was jailed away, and he wasn't in a movie because he didn't pay taxes. Naughty boy. Um, and then they kind of poke fun at that in Expendables 3, which I didn't even realize he'd be okay with that, but okay, I guess he was. It's a weird thing that I actually find watching both of them on screen again, which doesn't really happen a lot, is so entertaining. I mean, it's the thing of like it's weird that they would work so well together because they're such different actors, but it works so well. I mean, they were great in White Men Can't Jump, and I think they're just as good in here. I mean, I like the whole premise of the movie. I like the way that you know they hate that boss. I mean, he's horrible, and they really want to do him over. And there's some like really funny moments. So like, there's like a little replica like toy thing of the money train, and they steal it. Like, oh hey, oh they're like, oh you saying about the money's gone, the money bag? They're like, oh well, like that replica is gone. It's like Wesley Snipes is like, yeah, man, it's gone. It's like it's gone. And like, oh, didn't you say about that, man? Didn't you say, and like it's funny stuff like that, like little moments, and I just think stuff like that adds to the movie, and I really enjoy this movie. I mean, I don't think it's like perfect, but who cares? I mean, it's entertainment, and I think like they're just great together. I mean, they really hold the movie, and I think Jennifer Lopez did a quite distinguished turn. I mean, I think I've not really seen her in a lot of movies. I think this is probably my first one, but I thought she did great. And again, seeing somebody who's just a singer isn't the right way to look at it. They have to be seen as something else, and I think she defined that role. I think she played it really well, and I think that they show New York like a different side of New York because obviously this movie's made in the late 90s, and it kind of has the feeling of disarray. I mean, I think they both have this feeling of disarray that their jobs are so constricted to, oh, we have to do this thing. And it's really irritating, I think, to them that they're stuck in this dead end job, but they want more. And then obviously Wesley Snipes owes a lot of money to that gang, and he just kind of thinks, oh, I screw it, man, screw it. I'm Wesley Snipes. I take them all that, and you just love that about him. And I think there's a really likable quality about him. I mean, he has this bravado. He has this sense of who he is as an actor. I mean, I think in some ways he reminds me of Jason Statham. I mean, Jason Statham has this really commanding presence. I mean, if you look at something like Wild Card, it's not a great movie, but it's a fantastic performance he gives in that movie. I mean, he really nails scenes, like, and stands out, and you can tell the movie loves him, and he does such a good job in that movie. And I like him as an actor anyway. I mean, I like the way that they, flesh him out, that he's more than just a serious actor, he can be an action star too. And the thing with Wesley Snipes in this movie, I think they combine those two. That he can do action and he can be serious, like a Jason Statham. And it's not so much about like, oh well, like people might look at this movie and say, oh yeah, well it's called the Money Train. Obviously they're going to steal the money. I think there's more to it than that. I mean, on surface value, I mean, you could look at things like The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, that movie bombed because no one actually thought that it was going to be a good movie. I mean, they're like, oh, it's going to be religious. Oh, stuff that. Oh, I don't want to watch that movie. Oh, and that wasn't true. And I, I thought this was going to be a good movie because it's got the two of them in it, and I hoped that it would work again with their chemistry, and it did. It paid off, and I really like it. I mean, I think that it's a shame, a real shame that they've only done two movies together because I think they could have expanded more, Like, it's that thing that, like when you have a director and an actor that like working together, they just keep working together. And it's a shame, for sure. I mean, I think it's not like a world tragedy or anything like that, but it's a shame that they could have done more work together, but they didn't get to do that. But I think it's something to look back at, like these movies. You can go back to them, and it's like a time capsule, and then you can see, like, oh, they worked so well together, and at least we have that. Because if you don't, then you have nothing at all.